How hot?
Mallow, hit the button.
Sorry,
On a
sorry.
scale of 1 to 10, how hot are these
I wasn't
lights?
prepared.
Out of your
Yeah, thank you.
There
We
we go.
can't start without that.
Ooh.
All right, we may or may not have Jake. He seems
It's
to
really
be
uncertain.
he seems to be drunk and past his bedtime.
Well, it's sometime in the morning for him, so it's hard to tell.
Yep. Okay, so last we left off, we have Jerry recently I assume fully healed by Kelsey.
Yeah. I feel terrible, so yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Mallow, you weren't here. This is what we turned Kelsey into. Look at.
Oh shit, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that my heart stopped a couple times, but the magic just kept me moving. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
There
What
was no
level-
medication.
How invisible was Kelsey? Did he become visible again when he attacked?
No, it was greater invisibility.
Okay,
oh my
so
god, that's so bad.
so still
Okay.
invisible.
Still invisible unless we dispel all the magic, which Kelsey, you can both speak and understand common in this form. That's a fun fact. That's
I'm
a
going
rare
to lie
thing for a
and say-
monster to be able to do.
I'm lying and saying I can't because I feel bad.
So if you want us to dispel all those spells now that the fight's over, we can.
Yeah, meanwhile, Jerry since he obviously would not recognize you, whether he can't see you, but if he could, you're a monster, and if you weren't, he still doesn't know who you are. So he is like slinking back to the exit.
Jerry, come
Thoroughly.
back! We need you for a second.
Thoroughly rocked this man's world.
I'm gonna scoop up Mole. I'm gonna turn into a horse. I'm gonna scoop up Mole Rat. Wait, hold on. I have a horse token. I have a token. I came so prepared.
Yeah, I'll go with this.
Am
Alright,
I just?
I'm a horse. I'm gonna
Jerry!
scoop up Mole Rat, and I can also scoop up Mallow if Mallow wants.
No, I'm good.
Okay. And we run at just a humble 70 miles an hour after Jerry.
A humble.
All right. Yeah.
A Mach 10.
Bell's
Yeah.
horse rocks like at 30 horsepower.
All right. So he definitely hears you coming. You're not stealthing. Does not recognize horse, but does see Morat, and he's like, "Oh, Morat, did you watch my failure?"
I helped contribute to it. Jerry, what the fuck happened to the swamp? What happened to the bridge?
Come join me.
Alright.
PETA.
Vel, do
the
you want
horse
to
is
unhorse?
I would like to unhorse, please.
One unhorsing, please.
And Val turns back into a cat person, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Jerry."
Actually, no, I'm going to check this map, see if there is a spot that would work. Yes. Okay. So, he is going to take you to a spot.
He's like, "Hey, I know a place."
I know a guy.
I know, I just got to find that token. All right. All right.
Oh.
Ignore the size. This. God damn it. Ignore the size.
See, if Jerry was that big, maybe it wouldn't have been such an issue.
No. This was before. Oh, please tell me this did.
Let's be
Oh, there it
honest,
is.
even if Jerry was that big, it would have not gone in his favor.
No. So he takes you to like a little alleyway, just an abandoned unwatched little.
They're just in like an empty lot with like a fence around it.
They've set up like large cardboard boxes.
Hmm.
Oh no.
And you might want to stay at least 10 feet away from Jerry.
I'm fine. I got a gas mask.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
What's the save for it?
You know, I'm gonna say
How
pretty low.
destitute are these men?
Because like,
He's gonna take it.
well, because like I have a +9 with advantage on con saves.
God damn.
So if it's 10, I can't fail.
All right. Let me get up the 2024 version and see
Unless
what
he
he is.
physically, unless he fails, and gets 2 now.
Okay, so the modern version.
So when did you say that this was happening? Like right after the match, or?
Yes. Oh yeah, we still had to do the flashback for your concentration things. Well, nothing combat is gonna. Hopefully, nothing combat is gonna happen with you talking to the trolls.
I hope not.
Okay, the 2024 version, there is no save. You just take damage.
Crazy.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, that it was always. You never had a save. So, yeah, just don't be within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, I guess I'll stay a little ways away.
Social distancing.
What type of damage is it?
Necrotic.
Necrotic.
Damn. You smell real bad.
Yep. Okay, so, yeah, they've been living, like, right outside Barry's for who knows how long, apparently.
And no
They
one
just been
noticed?
eating out of his trash can.
Well, I mean, you have to go pretty far down the alleyway to this little abandoned section.
They've just always been downwind of us.
Yeah. Well, it only...
Just like, just as you show up, you're just like, oh, I knew last time I went to Barry's, I smelt something around here.
Just sniffing the air. Jerry?
Did
Okay.
Puddles like tail them or something? Wait a minute.
What the
Hey, Jerry.
Just gone. And Jim's like, see you at the reunion.
Charlie walking past disguised as Homer Lessman. I need to beg around the corner. It's scheduled.
Okay, so anyway, you sit down like crisscross applesauce. They have no furniture. And like Jim takes out an abandoned half-eaten box of donuts and like offers you some.
I'm alright. Big lunch.
Jerry.
So what happened to you guys?
Hell.
What happened? What the bridge? We campaigned. We made flyers. We spread the word. What happened?
Oh, it worked. A lot of people started coming. Most people,
Wait.
they
no,
didn't visit.
It's
Oh,
mostly
what?
mellow.
no.
What?
Just because of my passive perception,
Yeah.
from far off in the distance, that's what she said.
God damn it.
While Jim is talking, Jerry is just like real high up, giving you a thumbs up. All right. So anyway, Jim is continuing. Well, most people, they'd see the place and they'd leave pretty quick, but then some like scientists and explorers showed up. they stayed a little longer. And then there was a lot of this excitement when they discovered this flower. And it had this sap that they really liked. And that's when the more royal types, the guards and such, started coming in mass. They wanted to secure the resource. Then they built their own bridge so that they could have control over it. And we tried to get a job as guards. And so we did the tests they made us do. And well, we're not so good at the math part, but we did pass. But then they came out with another test. And that one was just full of math. So now it's mostly about like taking fares and keeping track of things and tax rates. The numbers just weren't so good for us. So they ran us out of our bridge. They won't let us work at the new one. We tried to get to the king to plead our case, but we just can't get close. So we've been living here off of the rich people's scraps.
Oh, shit. So
Homer Lessman can relate to this story. No, I'm joking.
I too had a bridge once.
The persona can relate, not the person.
Oh no, yeah, it's
I
just the
lost
persona
something
can.
once.
His fictional backstory is very similar.
He walks by, been there, buddy, keeps going.
I mean, I'm sure we could just give Jerry and his husband a job.
All right, confer with yourselves before you commit to anything.
Where could they get a job? Like, we run a tavern.
But you could
So
you could
hear me
ask
out.
them for their resumes like a normal person.
Hear me
See
out.
what they're qualified for.
Well, we know they have lots of experience, years even, at toll collection and gatekeeping.
You're right.
So we
Yeah.
turn, hear me out. We turn the winery, right, into like one of those factory tour places. And we turn it into a tourist spot, and they do the toll collection for us.
Now,
I
keep in
do
mind,
like it.
Jerry
one
would
small
need
issue.
special accommodations. Because no one can get near
No.
him and he will stink the place up.
Don't worry, Jerry will be inside the booth.
How hard would it be for us to can we petition the SCP Foundation for any type of equipment? Could we get him like a hazmat suit from them?
You could try.
Let's just
I mean-
make a magic air freshener.
You could go next door and ask if they have something for that.
Honestly, ask Barry to enchant what was the air bubble spell onto like a hat or something.
Like that
Keep it
can't
all
be
in.
that can't be that sophisticated. Like, hey Barry,
But there is one small issue with like the factory floor plan. The entire state is currently sitting in my bag in my pocket.
The entire what?
The estate, like the
Estate.
winery.
Yeah, but not the winery that you stole. That Bridget is remodeling.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
got unloaded a little while ago.
But like, yeah, no, I'm talking about like because Real is saying the place that was like the red wine estate.
No, I think he meant the winery.
Oh, did he? Oh, I fully misinterpreted that. Okay, yeah, we could totally do that.
Yeah, we'll just have like we'll set up little factory tours and wine tastings, and we can get gosh, you think I'd really remember our staff's name after like 100 episodes. Um we could
It
get
hasn't.
we could get we could get the two people that work at our tavern to make like little entrees and hors d'oeuvres.
Kennedy and Grog.
Yep.
Yeah,
Morat's got
that's
it.
Or like, what if one of them's like how good are they at maintenance? How about like a groundskeeper or something? We got a big ass field. It's a lot of space that we're
A
not.
lot of
using.
tilling.
A lot of tilling, yeah. How are you guys at groundskeeping work?
Okay, are you out of the huddle, like poking your head out of the huddle to like ask them?
Is this a good plan? Are we on board with this?
Oh, keep in mind, they have not heard. They're not eavesdropping in on your conversation. So if you're poking your head
I'm
up
talking
and
to the people
actually,
here. Like,
oh, okay.
or do we want to give them a job? I'm on board. I like it. Real team's on board. How do we feel? Thanks for your
Sorry,
input, gang.
my roommate just walked through to check if there are still boys in the yard from the milkshakes. Hey. Sorry about that.
So my green light to go give him this job.
Give the poor
Okay,
people some money.
I think so.
I like it. If two people are gonna pipe up and they say yes, we're gonna call it good enough.
I'm not part of this. You notice
Give them the
Dell is also not here right now.
Okay, the boys are gone.
I'm pretty sure it's only you two there, so.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, did
guys.
Kelsey follow?
Did they unmonster me?
Oh,
I-
Oh,
I knew
Yeah, I
we
think
got something.
I think that's an
Well,
Val is
affirmative.
maintaining concentration,
monster.
doesn't remember why.
We'll assume you have been
Sure.
de-enchanted.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're only the most powerful creature on the prime material plane currently. Like, don't worry about
I also
Go have
beat
some
the
fun
shit
with
out of him.
like
Okay.
just like 1v1 Tiamat. Don't worry about it.
All right, so this is a huddle just
God.
between Vel, Morat, and Kelsey then.
Kelsey, we think we're gonna give them we're gonna give them a job probably. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or something. I
But,
heard there was
yeah,
like-
I don't see why that's. First off, I have no stake in the company, so I don't know why you're asking me. But yeah, I mean, we know
Like-
that they can do toll
like,
collecting is a good idea.
Yeah, like groundswork, gatekeep, girl boss, or whatever the saying is.
I feel like that's like gatekeep girl boss, but nice try.
That's the joke.
I know.
All right. Well, hey, this is a sound plan, team. I think we're good to go. Yo, Jim, Jerry, how y'all think about working at a tavern slash amusement park? Something.
Slash.
I don't know. We're trying to
winery.
franchise out.
All right. At the offer, you see them like grab each other's hands and like start tearing up.
Oh,
Aw.
poor thing.
And like it takes a moment before they realize they're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we have to answer questions.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
They're like still sitting down, like basically their heads are at your standing height. And they're like, you'd really do that for us?
yeah, happy to.
Not only would we would.
And Jim just brings Jerry in for a hug.
we probably should figure them like a living situation, because like our employees like live in the tavern, correct?
Yeah, I mean, you do have a tower.
Hey, Gears.
Yeah, Gears only occupying one of the like 7 or 8 floors.
How much land do they have? Like, how much land do we have? Like around just the tavern itself. How much of
Decent
that
chunk.
land belongs to us?
All right, so you got like the cart path that leads to the tavern, and then there's a big ass field. And then at the other end of the field, we just kind of appropriated the tower that popped in from out of nowhere. Or actually, no.
So, like,
Road,
when you say big
tavern.
ass, do you mean the size of a farm or like bigger?
Like a farm.
Like
Oh, yeah,
a
we were
farm.
just kinda
sort.
like-
That's probably that land's probably gonna go to like. Okay, and the vineyard. Were we intending on using that field for crops or something else, or is it just usable space right now?
It's usable space right now. You would probably have heard Bridget and Kiki conspiring together using like desiccated grapes that she picked up from the vineyard, like scrapyard. And Kiki's
We
going
could
to
definitely use.
recreate the seeds to recreate the crops.
Yeah, we could definitely use a bit of that space and just have a small living quarters built.
Yeah, totally do that. Especially because like the only crops we currently have planted is gonna sprout in like 6 days. It's a fucking cocoa tree, which is not supposed to be here. That's fully
Yeah,
in the
just
wrong
like-
area of the world. This is gonna be like
But it's
An
magical
abomination,
Just like
chocolate.
a little.
exactly
basic
that means
shed
we can
that would be
hike
easy to
up
get
the
research.
price.
And we don't even
Yeah.
need bravery.
You're gonna have chocolate and a rare strain of grapes.
I was
And
just
whatever
gonna say,
else
like,
we want, we have infinite of this fucking seed.
just,
Well, no,
a
when you
basic
copy it,
little-
it's the exact same thing. It's just you have a backup in
Yeah,
case
I
the
was
tree
gonna
gets
say,
chopped down.
Just a basic little shed that would be easy to make in Owlbear Studio, something like that.
Yeah. Hell, they could probably make it. They made a bridge.
And you got the cloak.
They made the bridge themselves.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
that's carpentry experience.
Does anyone want to fill Charlie in on the lore of these two?
We were going to the rot swamp to go. This was for the plague doctor cult, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're trying to get this like death cult, like, fuck off. So as we were going towards the rot swamp, there was like a drawbridge, with these two in them. Like one was on each side of the booth, and we like kind of swindled them out of paying a toll. But we
Oh.
gave them a lot of free publicity, which meant a lot of people came, and I guess kind of ended up ruining their lives a little bit. But
Oops.
they were super
Oh, so
chill
you're
though.
fully responsible.
We didn't kick them out. We gave them publicity, which they asked for, and they took in place of payment, and it worked for a while until
Okay.
the government came and did government.
My only
things.
question.
That's not on me.
Is this out of game knowledge, or is it presumed that this was explained to me after the fight?
It's presumed.
You have the
Okay. Making sure for character
Yeah, yeah,
purposes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
the
wanna
main
be that
thing is
asshole using out of game knowledge.
Jim lived in the Central Kingdom. Jerry lived in the Rot Swamp. There is a gap, a river between them. And so to meet, they built 2 halves of a drawbridge.
oh, there's one behind us.
Yes, yes.
Romantic
very
as
romantic,
fuck.
very cringe.
Yeah. And so now they're
That ain't
married.
cringe. That's beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
Okay, so anyway, that has been resolved. We can get to the flashback for Charlie.
I'm scared.
Do we have 2 Vels
Forgot
right now?
that Jake is technically here in chat. Very
Probably.
funny.
We're just going to move the Vel to where he is in the present, while Charlie is here in the past.
Time travel. It makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Do I need?
So there
do I
were
need-
two things that we were going to do. One was my fight, and the other was me going to Barry for that supplies. Is the supplies happening after the fight?
The supplies are before the fight.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then we're in exactly where we need to be.
Yes. Okay, so you enter Barry's. This is while there was not a conference in the alley behind the shop. This was the day before.
Ah, Barry, my good chap. I heard that you had something to show me.
Oh, I had to go into the deep archives. What you're asking for is quite largely decided to be not worth the effort. So finding some things to accommodate your request was pretty difficult. But I did come across two options. And he pulls out from
Alright,
underneath his desk, the counter, this dusty book. This here is a manual of concentration. It's full of mental exercises that will train you to split your focus between two different spells. But it is still difficult, and you have to make an effort to maintain concentration on both.
Alright.
Now, like all the other manuals, you do have to read it within a certain amount of time, and then once you're done, it'll be blank again. But
Alright,
as
then.
this is the only copy of this manual I have ever seen, I can't let it go for less than 40,000 gold.
Understandable. I'm checking something right now. And the other option?
Now, you'll understand if I did not get this out of the vault until you have the gold in hand. But there is an amulet that if will take on the concentration of a spell if you concentrate on a second spell. And then if you lose concentration of the second one, it will return the first one to you. But while it's holding on, the spell maintains, and you do not have to put any effort into maintaining that first concentration.
So the options are... how much would that one cost me?
That one is 400,000 gold.
Oh, is that all?
One second. I'm currently checking the actual feat because there is one. I found it just the other day. I was looking through to see what I was gonna do once I was level 16 because I have to wait till after my fight to actually make it official. And I found the feat, so I do have the option as well of taking this feat after level 16, but I'm looking for what it is.
It might be the feat I added to the list from Homebrew that the book would give you. Hold on, let me check my Homebrew collection.
I think I actually took a screenshot of it just to see how it compares with the others so I can make an informed decision, you know?
Is it dual focused?
I think it might be dual focused. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I added that myself to be what the book gives you. It is not a normal feat.
It was one of the ones from the drop-down menu, and it wasn't the first time I'd seen it. So there's one in here that when you say you added it, when did you add
Weeks ago. like,
weeks ago.
yeah, after
'Cause I
last
swear I saw
session.
one when I was first making my character.
Yeah, there was one that I saw a while back.
Okay, hold on. Now I'm
Hold
curious.
up.
So I'm sorry to bring things to a grinding halt.
If there is an actual feat to do that, that is cool. These are just homebrew magic items I found that fit the requirements.
Down there. They can.
Okay, actor alerts.
That might be the one I'm thinking of, because I swear I saw one. Because when I first brought it up to you, I was like, "There is a feat for this," and that's where I was getting it from. Was something when I was originally leveling. So I don't know.
Which is weird because I've never seen a feat like that.
It would most likely be one of the ones added by extra bullshit, but
All right, we can put a pin in this for later.
you know what? The
Because the book would take
somewhere
several
another-
days to read anyway.
Yeah. So you know what? For now, I'm just going to take the book, and if we need to alter something later, or we notice something that's different or whatever, we can do that. For now, I'm just going to take the book, and that was 40,000 gold, right?
Yep.
Let me get to my character again.
Yeah.
Because that is that's a lot of money, but it's also not money that that's not a bad way to spend it either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it might be
about how long
from
do you think it takes?
the books are what, like 40 hours within 6 days or something like that. I'm still looking for the feat you're talking about.
I gave up because there's a lot of names and I'm not reading through all of them in the middle of a session that we're streaming live. You know, I was starting to
Meanwhile,
feel
the
like an
DM is
asshole.
looking at feet.
Meanwhile, the DM was focused on feet.
Yeah, because like I know Critical Role kind of homebrewed their own feed that lets you like
Yeah, but theirs
maintain.
was like a circlet. Theirs was
Yeah.
a circlet that did that. Yeah. I'm aware. I was researching it when I first, because what I did was I looked into this because I remember seeing it in the list, and I found that circlet, and I did that like a little bit before I brought it up to you. So
I
so
was
I'm kind
like,
of like, so this has
I
been
did
a weird combination of bullshit.
Yep. Okay, so just pinning that for later. All right. So do you want to do your fight?
Yeah, let me remove 40,000 gold in the assumption that I'm taking this.
Okay. And we can
He's
walk
putting
that
down a
back
down
later.
bet.
All right. And I'll do my fight, though I am not confident at all in my ability to win it. I'll make that clear straight off the bat.
Hey, Mora, you want to bet all your money?
I'm not doing that shit again, but I will boost him a bunch.
All right, let's clear
Here's
this
what I am
off.
going to say. That before the fight, I gather everyone together and I let them know, all right, if at any point in the fight you see me give a thumbs down, that means I'm going to throw the fight and just go and bet on me. I'm going to give you some time to place your bets before I lose. All right?
Wait, is he just gonna offer to throw?
I'm not throwing the fight. I'm not throwing the fight, but if I give a thumbs down, that means that in the match I've decided that I'm either not capable of winning or to just throw. All right?
All right, we'll be
is
looking
a
out. I'll be
signal.
sitting there watching from the betting pool.
I'd prefer
go-
to win, but specifically, Vel, you are in
Yeah.
charge of running and placing that bet as soon as you see me do that. All right?
Well,
I will
Everyone
give
else
Vel my money
organize
to
with
do it.
Vel.
Vel,
Everyone
what's up?
organize with Vel. for your bets so that this can be done mid-match the moment it needs to be done.
Vel walks up to Charlie. He's like, Charlie, listen, Charlie, I could have you win this fight, right?
Make you win
I
this.
could make it so the grasps of death will never take you. Do you understand me? He's got his hands like on your face.
The grasps of death already can't take me. It's an orb that prevents that. That's the
Yeah, it's gonna be-
entire
Except it'll be like real horrific. Like death will keep trying to grab you, and oh boy, my magic will just keep pulling you back in the most horrendous way and keep you right at the cusp, but you'll never go down.
I mean, how traumatizing is this?
Relentlessly.
Never mind, I'm in.
Relentlessly.
That's also going in the quote note.
What actually is he planning on doing here? What?
Is he awake?
Jake!
Jake, are you with us? I took a first aid. I took a first
Jake,
aid
come
course
back to
today.
us.
Can I help you?
Sleep if you need to.
Oh, good news for anyone. I think I said it earlier, but I took a CPR and first aid course today, and now I'm certified.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Horrifying.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll
not.
make
Mine's
moving out of
expired.
America easier.
I did that once. I had to do it at a frat house.
Oh,
That's a
Why are you
story for
taking
later,
first
which
aid
I
at a
will
frat
hold you to
house?
telling me.
Will
Okay.
do.
Does anyone have a fight for Charlie, or am I breaking my own out?
First things first,
I
I'd like to
definitely-
carry on this conversation. What the fuck are you planning on doing that will cause me to be ripped back from the hands of death? What
Oh,
what
so I can
is
do-
this?
So I can do